Hello, and welcome everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Before we jump into the action, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All of those things help us out tremendously. If you're interested in supporting our community a little bit further, consider becoming a member here in our YouTube channel. Membership starts at just $2 a month, and you gain access to some really cool emotes. Lastly, if you are interested in joining any of our campaigns, like this one, we have open slots available in all of them other than our epic level campaign and now our Tuesday evening campaign. Yeah. You're going to be meeting him in a couple of weeks.
Oh.
Yep, he's locked in and you'll meet him soon.
Someone new to add to the trauma party.
Yeah, they heard about everybody and went, this is fun. So, we have open slots in all the other games. We have a Tuesday evening or Tuesday afternoon one. We have this one, which is Saturday afternoons, and we have the Sunday afternoon one. So if you're interested in any of them, each of those campaigns have 2 available slots inside of them. So be sure to reach out and let me know. We'd be more than happy to have you join. Now, without further ado. My friends, gather close and hear of a tale where shadows grow longer and trust turns brittle as old parchment. Our bold companions venture deeper into the web of intrigue, their steps heavy with purpose and peril. The trail led them to the home of a blind old woman, Al. A place filled with quiet despair and unspoken secrets. The so-called nephew, a man from Lamesh, spun a tale as thin as a spider's thread, claiming peace in a land Nizia knew to be scarred by war. Lies woven in the faintest smile, but oh, the truth lie hidden in the cracks and corners of the hearth. Within the house, Ebenezer's sharp eye uncovered a mechanism in the chimney's heart. A hidden staircase revealed itself, spiraling down into darkness. There, Nizin braved the unknown, descending to find a sinister sight, a circle of salt broken by dried blood, speaking of foul rituals long past, and what horrors awaited in the depths. None other than 2 giant owlbears, their fur matted and their eyes wild, beasts smuggled from Lamesh and fed on human flesh. Dusty, the charming nephew, had left his cruel mark. They waited for him, piecing together fragments of truth from a painting and Al's unwitting words. Dusty arrived, all feigned innocence, but Ebenezer confronted him, his voice carrying the weight of their discoveries. Dusty's mask slipped, revealing none other than Drosk Ironshade, a leader of the Nightblades. What followed was chaos, a deadly skirmish in the quiet home. Dross, brutal and swift, struck down the very woman who had sheltered him, leaving Al lifeless at their feet. The party fought valiantly, striking down the fearsome enforcer, but victory came with bitter notes. For in the aftermath, they uncovered a note, a taunting missive, its words mocking yet tantalizing. Their actions had felled 2 heads of the Nightblades, but the third remained, a shadow slipping ever further into the dark. Their path next led them to Captain Vornhas, a man with ties to the Knights of Solamnia, whose presence cast questions as sharp as any blade. They returned to the house only to find another note waiting. The one signed by Soft Eyes, a name that drips with foreboding. An invitation to the eighth dock beckons them forward, promising answers, or perhaps more shadows. The night grows darker, my friends, as this cast upon this stage circle closer to the final reckoning. Will they find victory, or will the Nightblade's final dagger strike true? Only time will tell. You all leave Al's home, beginning to look up at the descending, or the moon high in the sky at this point. You've just got done a grueling skirmish and battle, and Millie and Fran come running up, joining back with you after spending the evening hanging out in the dog park, pissing off a couple of the neighbors who were upset that a owlbear was in the dog park. Fran, you meet up with everyone, and they kind of look like they got beat up a little bit.
Hey guys, what happened?
Dude, the nephew was hardcore.
Oh. Do you need help?
I think we got it under control now.
Oh, sorry about that.
It
We
happened
were-
really quick.
I mean, he brutally murdered that old lady. I mean, that was
Oh.
quick. He cut,
Well,
some
sorry.
old lady, cut that old lady in half.
Jesus, sorry we missed out on all the fun.
Did
What
you,
do you guys want to do next? I'm thinking ice cream. Millie wants ice cream.
who wants ice cream?
Huh?
All right, well, we could try and find ice cream on the way. I don't remember. Fran, were you with us when we went into the prison?
Yeah.
Wait, okay. Do you remember when I slipped the, which nobody knows about, but do you, the player, remember when I slipped tea?
Yes.
Okay. So when we were in the prison, this is now Nesian. When we were in the prison, does all of you remember that Kender lady who was asking for tea when we were walking through?
Yeah, I gave her a button.
Yeah. Well, with the other people that had, the other person that had died in there, I wondered if maybe that was that known assassin, Soft Eyes, that like is supposed to be a master of disguise and could go anywhere. So I slipped that lady some tea with honey in, or some tea with honey in it, and evidently that was enough to get them out. And they've made contact with this note, and that's. I think we should go down to the 8th dock and meet with them because maybe they'll have a lead on who the last person is.
That might be a good point.
I mean, if nothing else, it's never a bad idea to refuse the invitation of the best assassin in the city.
No, we don't have any beef with them. I mean, if it seems like they're against the same people we're against. But yeah.
Oh no, I'm really excited to see where this goes. I think we should go.
So, and we found those directions to like a place in the old city.
Yeah, to that old mansion or whatever it was.
Were they directions to the mansion? I don't recall where they were directions to.
I thought they were to this building here.
So
We found a layout of that building.
Oh, that's what it was.
And what you found off of him was some type of schematic scurrying through that mansion in the center of Palanthas. The one that's abandoned.
Is that same building then, the one I pointed to?
Oh, okay.
I'm not
Was
on
it-
the map, let me...
Oh.
I was on the other map, sorry. Which one?
This one?
Yeah, that's the abandoned one.
Okay.
I was referring to the directions up into Old City covered in flour that we found on Drask. I thought you said it was somewhere over here.
Oh, yeah, there was directions leading to something that he was inquiring about over in that direction. I wonder what it could be.
Isn't that the mayor's house?
No, the mayor's house is this one over here. This
Oh,
one is
okay,
that
cool.
church, the first one you guys sat on the stoops
okay.
of.
So he's got directions to the church. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just wanted to remind everyone of those directions. So there's, if Soft Eyes doesn't have any information, we at least know that this is an important spot to check out.
Facts.
Well, yeah, and we still have the note about head to the Iron Maw, the Veiled One will have your orders. So we've actually got lots of leads.
Yeah. Well, these blue dots, they're all supposed to be entrances to the Iron Maw. So
Right. So
it's just kind of a good idea to take out the gatekeepers, you know?
Yeah. No, I agree.
So if we're trying to leave, we can leave from any direction.
So I would vote for Dock 8 first and then go from there. But I'm up to anyone else having any different ideas.
I'd agree.
Yes, I don't have any other ideas at the moment.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
All right.
So, to the docks, or...
Let's take a short rest first.
Fair
Let's
enough.
take a breather.
Short rest?
I don't know who's all hurt, but I am at least a little bit.
All right.
Yeah, I could use a short rest.
Yeah, Millie and I are just wiped.
Holly, yeah, playing in that park. Oof, that was a long day. So, Holly, let's see if you can manifest an ice cream shop nearby. Roll me a D100.
Okay.
I'm going to say 13, 69, or 70 and higher.
Okay.
You walk 2 blocks down where there is an outdoor evening hand-cranked ice cream parlor.
Well, can I go get some?
Yeah, all of you can take a short rest there.
Oh, cool.
It's going to be a total of 1 silver piece for the 5 of you to have ice cream.
Okay. All right, guys. This one's on me.
Oh, thanks.
Appreciate it, friend.
Nesian and Advar, the 2 of you have never seen a shop that just strictly sells ice cream before. Ebenezer, you obviously have.
This seems niche. Are that
Very
many people buying ice cream?
Ice cream's good.
Wait, is this sketch? Should I be worried about this?
No, no. It's I'm sure with the wars and everything and food shortages, this is a luxury. It's a great find. Good job.
Okay.
Yeah, what kind of milk are you making this out of?
Do you want to know or do you want ice cream?
I want ice cream. Please don't ruin it for me. Thank you.
Yep.
Not you. Him.
I will take a single scoop of vanilla.
Oh my god, I hate your characters. What's everybody else's ice cream? Think of it from your character's perspective. What do you think they would like?
Fran wants strawberry and Millie wants chocolate. How many silver are in a gold? Because I have to do some math.
10.
10. The conversion is always 10. 10 of the lower
Okay.
equals the greater.
Okay.
Unless you get weird.
No,
Unless
we don't do that. We don't do that. Don't even bother. We
Bring
don't
it back.
do
I
it.
brought it. I started it the first time.
We're not doing it.
The currency that shall not be named.
Yeah. Don't manifest Wyatt in this fucking world.
No, I started it. It's my thing. Sebastian's the idiot.
You said it was 1 silver for all of us.
Yeah, 1 silver total for. All right, Ebenezer, what's your flavor?
I'm gonna go for. Do they have like some type of pistachio or like Yeah, I'll do the pistachio. That'd be very good.
And Oddvar?
Yeah, I don't know what the options are.
Ice cream. Dude, it's
Yeah,
we
any
just
kind of ice cream.
we
It's
manifested this out of nowhere. Don't say like root beer, but like they don't have bacon.
Well, no, I don't
flavored
know
ice
what kind of
cream
crazy ass
yet.
ice cream he would want to eat.
Get espresso and toffee.
Yeah,
I don't
there you
know.
go.
Espresso and toffee.
I don't know.
Yeah, I guess there you guys go. You have ice cream and short rest. Go ahead, everybody.
Hell yeah.
Do 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 do. Or whatever they do in Pokemon. So
Mine didn't. I don't know. All right.
So, after you have your delicious ice cream, buzzing with sugar in the backs of your minds and caffeine for one of you, now are we going to the docks?
Yes, very good. Well, a little lactose, but it's okay. Let's go.
The meeting place. Wait, where did I put that map? Shit, where did I put that map? Yeah. Well, 20, stop fucking with me. Okay. The meeting place is the 8th dock, one of the quieter piers in Palanthas, nestled far from the bustling trade routes. The wooden planks creak faintly underfoot, weathered by this brackish water and time. Moonlight dances on the rippling waves, casting long shadows from the moored ships that sway lazily with the tide. A faint scent of fish and seaweed lingers in the crisp night air. As you all are walking, keeping your eyes peeled for this area, none of you see him at first, until you notice a individual stepping out from hiding, almost completely in plain sight. Soft Eyes waits for you here, standing and smiling. He's dressed simply, his tunic and breeches clean but nondescript, the kind of outfit that allows a man to vanish into a crowd without a second glance. His posture is relaxed, almost disarmingly so, with his hands folded neatly in front of him. His boyish charm is undeniable. Soft, kind eyes that seem to twinkle with amusement, and a gentle smile that never quite reaches them. The only sound is the rhythmic lapping of waves against the pier, and the occasional call of a distant gull. The scene feels unremarkable, ordinary even, save for the man himself. There's a quiet confidence about him, a sense that he's entirely at ease in this moment. He tilts his head as you approach, the ever-present smile widening slightly, like a friend welcoming you to a private conversation, rather than a renowned assassin sizing up his next move. Lovely night, isn't it?
It is. It's a beautiful night for a walk.
It is. It is. It is. So, I think this is the first time I'm going to formally meet many of you. My name is Soft Eyes. Pleasure. As he comes walking up towards you all very casually.
Hello.
Pleasure to meet you.
Hello.
Glad to see
Pleasure.
you doing well.
You as well. And looking at him, he's a good 5'5", very average build, average height, average appearance in every way. Fran, this is not an old Kender woman.
I am confused.
By
Fran
what?
just looks bewildered.
By what?
Were you not in the prison?
He waves his hand in front of his face, and you just see that old woman's face instead. Oh, why, yes, I was. And then he moves his hand back the other way, and it's back to this boyish one.
So Fran goes to extend a hand to shake and says, "Hello, hello."
Hello. Hello. Yes.
Should I assume that you know who all of us are, or would you like introductions? I don't want to be rude, but I don't want to waste your time.
You are not wasting my time at all. I would love introductions. I only learned what I'd be able to find out from the few people who talk too much.
Well, I am Nesian.
Pleasure. He'll stick his hand out to you.
I will shake his hand.
Pleasure. I've heard about you. The worst gambler in all of Palanthas.
It's just on a bad streak.
Sure.
It's all just rumors. I'm just lulling them in so I can hit up with the big one. It's all about the long game.
I agree. Long games are the best games.
You've met Fran.
Yes. Hello.
Yep, I'm Fran. Yep, that's a nifty trick you got there.
Thank
I need
you.
to-
Took me a
I
long
need to
time to
learn that.
perfect. It's a little difficult and quite pricey, I'll admit. And who is this darling right here? He scritches Millie.
That's my baby girl Millie.
Oh, hello. I love the helmet.
It's her. She just loves it too. She never takes it off.
Can't blame her.
I was going to not introduce Millie intentionally.
Such a dick.
And the rest of you?
I'm Advar. People call me Odie. And this is Simon.
Nice to meet you, and nice to meet you. He'll shake Simon's claw and your hand. He'll smile at you, Ebenezer, in the back.
Ebenezer. Pleasure.
Pleasure to meet you as well. So, I left a letter for you. I'm glad that you found it. I'm a little concerned about this recent job that there's a bounty out for right now. Mainly that all of you are doing so well. Not leaving much in the way of spoils for the rest of us.
Well, sorry if we're, taking all of it, but, it's... We got locked into it early, and technically I think we opened this contract with some of the things we found, so...
You did. I just, I'm a little concerned because, well, none of you are clearly trained assassins. You're leaving behind so many trail marks, and you have very little in the means of protection of yourselves, your estate, your home, your friends, those that you've, donated money to, and you're leaving all of these trails behind, which, well, paints a very large target on your back by targeting professional assassins. So I just wanted to extend an offer to you all, if you want. We could work together. I could make sure we clean up your tracks as best as possible as we are going about trying to hunt down, I believe, the last of the 3 leaders that is alive. And then we split the bounty on his head 50-50.
Um, can I? Is this possible to do like a perception check to see if there's any like caveats to this?
That would be an insight check. But
An
yes.
insight check. Can I do that?
Yes, you can.
Oh, my insight sucks. Okay, we're gonna do it.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a good one. Despite his calm, very kind demeanor, you don't feel like this is necessarily a facade, but you can sense a level of dejectedness from reality that he has. He's looking to make more profit, and he knows that you guys are going to be, well, going after the main head. You sense that his motive is monetary gain, not necessarily hostility or friendship, just he wants to get paid.
Yeah, but above the table, am I not correct in that the bounty is only like 50 gold? Like we weren't promised some big bounty on these guys.
For the general guys, the bounty was much smaller.
We've never actually been told the specific bounty amount.
No,
Oh, I
but
thought
we made.
that the guild was paying like 50 per person when we bring in the
Per
tattoos.
muscle?
Yeah, that's for the muscles, not for the heads, the leaders.
Well, I don't know. They didn't specify that they were giving us more.
They did not
that-
specify, but presumably more.
That was my assumption, but yeah.
We're establishing ourselves as a new game in town, so we're taking all of his business projectably permanently. So that might be his.
We also got him
So
out of
we-
jail, so he needs to.
I
kinda-
know, but we have the upper hand in this right now. We're taking his livelihood, so that's
And
his.
if we don't agree, we can turn him into the BBG, the new BBG.
No, I
You want
I was
another
just-
assassin BBG?
not really. I'm not against teaming up. I was just, yeah. I wasn't assuming that they were just going to pay us more. So I was like, we're not really
Yeah.
getting much. To ask for half is kind of stupid.
I think we should deal with him, but we should
Oh, yeah.
let him know that we're in charge of this deal, not him.
It's a
So we should figure out what we want out of the deal.
Meanwhile, Ebenezer's just watching and listening, and he's not sure what he thinks of this thing.
Roll me
Creature.
a perception check, Ebenezer.
Right. Skills and tools. First roll of the day for me. 11.
Something's odd about his posture. You can't quite place your finger on it.
Yes. Posture, assassination talk, all this stuff. It's just what I'm thinking in my head.
So, I help cover up your tracks, which in turn helps keep the people you have dealt with and shown that you have a fondness of safer. And we go in for the final kill together.
Interesting thought you have. However, for me, the people that I'd want to protect are pretty much in this room.
Oh. You don't care about that orphanage that you help establish, then? The lady there, the children. Your one friend is a good protector, but he's always busy down in the kitchen. It's such a large building. A professional assassin would be easily able to slip in there and find a way to make your life harder.
I can only speak for my for myself, and at least Fran and Nesian and Odie don't have anyone. I might. Unless, yeah. They don't have anyone. They don't have any worries.
I mean, far be it for me to pass up the opportunity to work with one of the most reputable assassins in Palanthas. Yeah. You have established quite a name for yourself over the years.
Please, you humble me. I am a decent enough assassin. I wouldn't say that I'm anything exceptional.
Nah, the more the merrier. This will be good, and hopefully things go better this time. You don't get arrested.
Oh. He'll lean down close to you, Advar. That was intentional.
I say that all the time too.
Well, how do you think I was going to gain access to it? I didn't get a fancy smanchy badge that you guys can just flash and get in. Whew. That thing... By the way, have you, He looks over at you, Neeson. Have you gotten that, replicated yet?
Not yet. It's on my list.
Okay. I know a guy, if you're looking.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
So while I'm happy to discuss teaming up, I think 50% seems like an awful large cut for your portion of it compared to the fact that there's 4 of us.
Well,
I mean, equal share would seem more right.
That's unfortunately wouldn't be worth my time.
Mm.
And you have to understand, I'm bringing expertise in this endeavor to you all. You all have done a great job at, how do I put this? Slamming a hammer into an anvil. But sometimes you need to have a gentle touch to be able to get the specific goal done safely.
But the advantage of hammering it with an anvil is a lot of things shake loose. And we've found a lot of ways and a lot of leads into where this person is. And that's a lot of information that we're bringing into the table in addition to, taking him down.
His smile grows as you're negotiating with him. I'll tell you what. You're a gambling man, right? You're the leader of this group, obviously.
Well, we consider it a collective. I give him a wink.
Of course. If you can guess how many blades I have aimed at you and your companions right now, I'll take equal share. However, if you miss it by even just 1 blade, you'll see the worth of my expertise. And we do the 50-50? Party, do you want to speak up? Neesian is a gambling addict, so if you want to say anything, say it before he makes a deal.
Well, I would counterpropose maybe you get 2 shares.
But where's the fun in that wager?
You're still getting more than each of us.
Yes. And I'm bringing a far lot more to the table. It's just a simple guessing game. I'll give you 10 seconds to tell me how many blades. Yeah, Fran?
I like watching Neesian dig his own hole, so I say let him do it.
But this is your hole as well. Just be aware of that.
Oh no. No.
You're standing right next to him.
Yeah, this comes out of your big cut too.
That's fine.
Okay. I mean, Neesian's obviously in on a bet, so unless somebody stops him, Neesan's taking it.
Ebenezer is just...
Well, it's not going to get any worse.
Go ahead, Ebenezer.
Yes, for players to understand what's going on in Ebenezer's head, he doesn't say anything out loud. He's just very mistrustful of this assassin that has threatened the orphanage. Has talked about blades pointed at everyone in here. but he's not saying anything. He's just watching.
Yeah, that's all Paul for the course as far as Neezy is concerned. He knows what he's doing when he's dealing with an assassin. And this is partially fear for Neesian, because Neesian dropped every time we fight one of these people. So having someone powerful on the team is what Neesian wants.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean,
And he's addicted to gambling. So
Player or character flaws. Let's go.
Neesian's gonna agree.
it's not much of a gamble though, because it's like any number.
No, you can look. He said it'll give you 10 seconds.
Yeah.
That means 1 perception check
For the
Can I
party or
take it-
for?
for everyone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I just
Ebenezer,
take it-
yours was 11.
Yep.
Yeah, Fran?
I'm
I'm sorry.
No.
No, you're-
Can I just take a few steps away from Easian? I just take a couple steps away to the side.
Sure.
Okay.
All right.
I don't know how close I was staying to him, but I don't want to be near him anymore.
He'll hold his hand out to you, Neesian.
I
Deal.
shake his hand.
Deal. All right, roll me a perception check. I guess Neesian and Fran are the last two.
Do
Advar
what?
to roll a
Simon.
perception
Oh.
check. Oh yeah, Simon.
Oh!
Simon beat me, the ultimate.
Oh,
It's on.
that's a nat 20, baby.
Let's go.
Oh,
That's the universe thanking me for playing to
Yep.
my flaws.
The player in me was rooting for you.
Yeah. So, Ebenezer, Advar, you can't put your finger on it. There's something strange about his posture, but you don't see any blades on him whatsoever. Like his hands are folded in front of him, just very kindly. You don't understand what he's asking for. Simon doesn't understand what he's asking for. Fran, you look behind you and you can see affixed to these tall poles over here are 2 daggers each pointing down at your group. So that's 6. You see 6 of them. And they're just like affixed and pointed towards you all. You don't know how they were going to hit you from that far away, especially with him just standing like that. Neeson, you look over, you see the 6. You look over here, you see that there's 2 more affixed to the awning of this building aiming down at all of you. And then you look at his one hand, the one hidden underneath the other, and you can see a little bit of chip to the knuckle that suggests that it's painted, it's fake. And he has one more, his arm hidden underneath his jacket, ready to attack you. He has a fake prosthetic in front of him.
Well, I mean, obviously, the 6 over there, I mean, they're fairly obvious. They're meant to be obvious. There's what's going to attract the most people. Yeah, that's where everyone's going to look at by default. The 2 up top, much better work. It's only going to catch people that don't know what they're looking for. Obviously, we're going to catch those. The one on your knuckles, just a little glint. That one's good. I'm impressed with that one. Though the one that impressed me the most, I have to admit, I'm just going to have like Willie run up the back of his leg and bite his prosthetic hand. Because it's not real.
Yeah.
I might have missed that if it wasn't for Willie. That prosthetic hand, good work. I don't know who your guy is, but he does good fine work.
So your number?
10.
He gestures for all of you to step closer to him.
A step closer. I'm as close as I could be, I think.
Well, no, like to walk
Oh.
over towards him.
Well, I guess on the map he's right in front of me,
Yeah. Behind me, everyone. All right, is anybody else moving out of that area? There's
Yeah,
10
I'll-
daggers
I'll-
pointed at you?
I'm grabbing coffee. Sorry.
Oh, okay. As soon as you all step over there, you see now what is weird about his posture. His foot is slightly off the ground, like hovering over a tile. He places it down, and you notice that a string snaps, and immediately 10 daggers stab into the ground where all of you were standing. He moves the prosthetic, which you can see there is a blade that extends through the knuckle. And it's just attached to, like, a mechanism on him. And then he opens his tunic where you see his bare arm is holding a dagger as well. I am impressed.
What were you gonna say, Fran?
Nothing. Never mind.
Okay.
I am impressed. Equal shares. 1/5 of the booty. Oh, sorry. He'll scratch Millie. 1/6 of the booty.
Ah, he's nicer than Nesian. Nesian doesn't count for Millie for a cut.
Oh, is that a slip? Is that a slip?
I did earlier say he would get a 5th as an even cut, which would be us 4.
No. I have taken the liberty of setting up a couple of precautions around the orphanage already. I was able to discern that information with gusto and ease. I guarantee that whomever we are hunting also knows about those whereabouts. I've made it much more difficult for them to slip through shadows to get into the building itself, and I have set up a handful of booby traps for people that take more adventurous pathing to get to places. So if they were to attempt to attack, at least there'll be a trail of blood to follow.
Well,
So-
perfect. I'm glad to see you're being proactive.
I figured you would take my offer.
So, should we exchange information on what we found? Should that be our next step?
By all means, yes. If you would all like, I already showed you my inn for the orphanage. Now you show me yours.
Odie, break out the maps.
Oh yeah.
And he'll walk over here away from just like the open area so you can pile it on top of crates that are over yonder. I'll just move you guys. Okay, so... Alright, tell me what it is I am looking at. Secret strongholds, entry locations, trade routes.
Yeah, so this is the route that they were using through town where they have their little strongholds, and then these other spots, the blue spots, those are entrances to their like fortress, the Iron Maw.
Huh. They have 2 places inside of our mutual friend's location. He'll look over at you, Nesian. Are they aware yet?
I gave them all this, didn't I?
Yes.
Yes.
You gave it to Iron Fist.
Yeah. Yeah, they're aware. We've found a little bit more information since we last talked to them, so they're not up to date on everything that we have.
Yeah, just that Drask had like directions over to here, so that's where we were gonna go next.
Oh,
We have detailed layouts for this building.
Nesian and Fran, you would both notice that he deliberately repositions himself so his back is to none of you and he can see all of you while looking at the maps.
I take that as standard procedure for a man like him. So,
Yeah, me too.
So, Drosk had information pointing out this location?
yes.
Yeah, the directions in with flour on them that he must have had while he was in disguise as the cook. That's the only reason why there would be flour on these directions, is if they were exchanged while he was at the White Crow.
The White Crow?
Yeah, he
You
was working
mean-
there in the kitchen. In disguise.
Does the owner know?
We don't know yet. We haven't followed up. We were interrogating the so-called nephew Cook when he broke his disguise and attacked us and killed the old lady.
Well, if the owner of the White Crow knew about their dealings in the city, that is going to be very bad for him. He's supposed to be on the other group's payroll. And Ebenezer, being very careful about this man, you notice he does not have an alignment. He very clearly keeps himself as a separate entity from the Shadow Syndicate, from all of you, and from the Nightblades. He stays on the outskirts of all of it, deliberately. That would be most unfortunate for them.
Yeah,
But
there's a
potentially
few other
another
things
bounty.
There's a few other things pointing at him as well. That doesn't look good for him. There's a listening rune in his main meeting room, buried under the table.
You noticed that?
Yes. Oh, is that yours?
No.
Oh, it's theirs. That's what we assumed.
No.
Oh. Ours.
Flip a coin. Heads, I tell you. Tails, you give me your cut. And I tell you.
Deal.
Fuck yeah. All right, so it's going to be even odds. Even, he tells you. Odd, you pay him your cut, and he tells you.
Okay. All right, so D4. So even I win?
Even, you win. Tails, you somewhat win but lose.
Right. I lost.
You bing, flip the coin in midair, catch it, and god damn it. Looks like
see.
I'm up to, what is it, 2-6, 1/3?
2-6, yeah. Oh, that's what happens when I trust against luck versus skill. You know, see, that's how I end up losing at the tables, too.
It's all part of your strategy, Aiden. And
By the end of this, I'll be getting his cut, too.
Well,
I'm not sure what I'm going to give up in exchange for my half of the bet, but we'll figure it out.
hey, we'll see. So, that room was designed specifically for diplomats who came to Palanthas seeking fun, joy, adventure, things like that. And, well, as diplomats utilized it for recreational uses, the nobles of the city saw that it was appropriate to set that up in that chamber. This is something that the lord of the city has to spy on other people that come here. The king of Palanthas has control over that, and it connects directly into a chamber inside of his old what are those things called? Not things, people. When you have a secret side piece.
Mistress?
In his old mistress's estate.
Interesting. I never would have guessed it was that old.
Oh, it is. But of course, that was placed upon the table and then brought to the White Crow. And whomever controls the old mistress's estate will have access to spying on anybody who goes in that room.
Ooh. That's interesting.
Well worth the price, isn't it?
It was worth the price. I have another piece.
Do you mind marking on this map where the old mistress lives?
Oh, I would mind. Maybe in time we'll find more
Sure.
games.
That was part of the deal. Info. Add to the maps, man. I got them out.
Persuasion, Odie. Let's leave a little mystery to our engagement, shall we?
This was also the location where they recruited several guardsmen that allowed them to smuggle stuff in and out of the old city.
Good to know.
So they're deep in. They've had a lot of dealings in that place, which does not look good for that owner.
It doesn't look good for him at all, no, but I suppose we should probably investigate, eventually, the old mistress's estate.
Yeah, because if they know about it, they might be using it to spy.
Which would justify the owner's negligence in this entire situation. And then we don't have to kill him. Ebenezer, you can see like a small bit of disappointment in his eyes when he says that.
I don't say anything. I'm just watching.
Yeah.
That's all.
Is the mistress still living there?
Oh, no. She died a horrific death. You see, when the Scaled Ones came to the city, they were first organizing armies to stay around it. Have individuals that would move into it and spy on the various locations. And she, wanting to become the queen, had decided that she was going to betray everyone. Setting this up because they promised that they would kill the king's wife so that she can move up into the seat of queen. See, the mistress made the mistake of many mistresses, which is believing that, well, whoever they are with loves them more than who they're currently with.
You also did not realize that historically that's not how nobility works. That being the king's mistress does not make you next in line for the throne.
Well, to be fair, if a dragon says it does, personally, I would listen to the dragon.
If the king says she's the new queen, I don't think anyone's going to argue.
Fair.
Yeah, it's just that most kings historically have not done that. Most kings aren't willing to piss off the rest of their nobility by bringing a commoner up. Sleep with a commoner, sure. Elevate her to a position. Kings historically have not done that. Very often.
Naivety and the blindness of love are very powerful tools in anyone's arsenal. Well, anyways, that is that. So, you've shown me your map. I've given you a bit of information pertaining to it. I know absolutely nothing about this church right here. I know there's a church there, but it's broken down, isn't it?
That's the one that was multiple churches, right? That the mayor was having rebuilt.
The row, that
okay.
entire street where Old City is written, it's like 4 churches on that street. These are the private chapels for the rich people of Lord's Way to go to. The public churches are dispersed throughout the city in different locations, but these are like the nice ones for them. They're shrines more than anything else. But that specific location is the one church that has the footsteps and the glass paneling was being made anew. Remember, like 5 sessions ago.
Yeah. Maybe it's all a front so they can get their entrance secured. They're covering up the construction.
Yeah, so, there's construction under there that's being sponsored by the mayor, who's, I don't know, I start to wonder how much he's involved in this.
Jasper was involved.
Yeah, we know his...
And a lot more than the daughter thought.
Yeah. both his right-hand man and his daughter were both involved with him. Did we ever find out how she got to them in the first place? I know she went to them because she needed money to get out of her marriage. But did we ever hear anything about how she even knew they were in town?
Or found them, yeah.
And found them?
You didn't hear the specifics of how they first met. You heard that she was looking for odd and end jobs and fell in line with them.
Okay.
She was looking for a way to make illegal money to get out of this.
Yeah. Chances are she was looking for money. They found out about it and then arranged the meeting, whether she knew that they arranged the meeting or not.
Yeah, it's just also a lot of the stuff they were stealing coincided with the mayor's plans.
Mhm.
Some for the wedding, but not all of it.
So was she a tool for them
Oh,
in
she was
order to
definitely a tool for
disrupt
them.
him? Or was she a tool for him and them? Oh. The plot thickens. Ah, this is a fun one, guys. Isn't it?
It has been entertaining.
I agree.
Oh yeah.
So the question is, where do we want to go to next, everyone? We've got the church.
Well, unless you think we need to question the White Crow, I'd go to the church.
Church works for me.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't find evidence of very much activity there, so it just seems like maybe dude was working there and he was just, along the road. I don't know. We can follow up after the church.
Okay.
And then perhaps we can go to the mistress's estate after that if you all are feeling up to it. You all look bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, so shouldn't be a reason for us not to.
Sounds like a plan.
Ebenezer, roll me an insight check.
I'm wondering if this is the mistress's estate. Dun dun dun.
Ooh.
Insight. Here we go. 11.
11.
It's my number today.
It's the weirdest thing, but even as he is talking, you can't remember his voice. It sounds kind of the same. It's just weird. This person is weird. But anyways, heading off to the church, everybody.
Yes, and this is going on, I notice that I'm subconsciously playing with my wedding ring that's on my finger and kind of shake off the thing about his voice and head out.
So, as you all head on out, walking through the city streets, you can see that he takes the lead for the direction you are walking. In fact, it's kind of remarkable. He walks through this city with such an efficiency, despite the fact that you're taking a longer path, that you get there much faster than you thought you would have been able to. And once outside the church, you can see the quieted location that it is. This very nice, quiet place. You can still see the tarp thrown over where they are supposed to be working on this magnificent mural on the walls. You can see the front doors closed and locked and no lights to be gleamed inside. Of course, knowing full well that the enemies you have been chasing have been of a more fiendish origin that can see through the depths of darkness much more easily than most of you.
Yeah, silly little races with their ability to see in the dark.
Must be nice.
I know.
Yeah. Can you
I kind
imagine?
of just.
Yeah, go on.
I was gonna say I kind of just want to trip Neesian just to be a shit, and then catch him and be like, "You okay, buddy? Watch out!"
Sleight of hand.
You and tripping.
Neesian, do you consent?
Yeah, it's fine.
All right. So in the 2024 rules, trip is a thing. It's like shove, topple, things like that. So Neesian, you have to make an athletics or acrobatics check opposed by Fran's passive, which is 8 plus proficiency, which is 2, puts you to 10, plus your dexterity bonus. What's your dexterity bonus? The small
Oh, she's
number.
frozen. Oh no, she's not.
No, she's thinking.
Huh?
What's your
Yeah, I'm
dexterity
thinking.
bonus?
God, I don't know. Where's that at?
So look at your dex, and then there's 2 numbers. It's not the big number; it's going to be the little one. Like it'll just be like a +2, +4.
Plus save is +6.
Nope, not the save. The one that says
Alright.
ability.
Then it's 4.
+4. +4.
So DC 14. Ebenezer. Acrobatics or athletics?
Ebenezer or Neesian?
Neesian.
Amazing.
And I'm rolling sleight of hand.
No.
No,
You
you don't
don't.
have to roll.
In 2024,
Oh.
when you try to do this to somebody, they have to succeed on your check. This time, Neesian, you're kind of anticipating Fran as she does keep doing this, and you just step over her foot.
I want to roll today, Fran. It's not gonna work today.
I just say bitch when he keeps pulling me.
Jeez.
It's like stepping on the back of somebody's shoes as they're walking.
Do it.
Flat
Flat
tire.
tire.
Yeah. Alrighty.
As we approach the church area, I want to look for their fucking lookouts.
You're looking for the lookouts? Alright, perception check. You
Yeah.
and Simon.
Oh yeah, you're right. They did specifically have lookouts, didn't they?
Actually, you and Simon will both have advantage on this because Soft Eyes knows what he's looking for.
Oh, good, because I rolled for shit that first time.
Yeah.
Much improved.
22. We love 22. Odie, you notice as you are approaching closer to the building that there is what appears to be a sleeping like
Simon,
servant. Let's go, Simon. You and Simon both notice that.
Only time he's ever seen anything.
Let's go. Hey, he sees the blood of his enemies.
Jeez.
Simon has the highest kill count in the party right now. Doesn't he?
I don't know,
Does
he's
he?
got quite a few.
It might have fallen off, but he was up there for a while. So, you both notice that there's like a sleeping servant at one of the noble homes across the street, sitting in the backyard. But when you observe it, the snoring seems too rhythmic for you to believe that it's authentic. Do you bring that up to the party?
Oh yeah, I'm like, dude, that guy's snoring like a 4-year-old trying to think he's smart. He's awake.
Good eye. Everybody, walk around the block. I'll be right back.
Hey, I don't have to be the murderer of the group anymore. We have an
Aw,
NPC
I
to do
don't-
that.
This is why you're paying him, to passively kill people. Do you guys
Aw, I
follow
don't
around the block?
remember the group.
Yeah, we'll take a detour, I guess.
Okay. As you go around the outside, you head in that circle around the location, and when you get back, you see that he's just sitting on the steps of this church, smiling at you all.
I assume there's no one looking our way now.
There is no snoring, and Simon communicates to you, there's no body. At least it's not where it was previously.
If you want your fair share. We need the brand to get our bounty.
Oh yeah, I know.
All right, cool.
He just smiles again at all of you.
All right.
Very disarming, charming smile. I mean, look at that face, guys. He's so nice.
Should we look around outside or head in?
Look around outside probably first.
Look at him. That can't be an assassin.
Yeah, I know how much anime you watch, Joey. The deadliest ones are always the sweetest looking ones.
Fair, yeah.
It's not a boy like if it's not a boy like that, it's a girl who looks like she's 13.
Yeah, and that's just weird. So
It is.
Or some dude that wants to touch boobs.
Oh, God.
Well, yeah. So let's.
She caught enough of the Chainsaw Man when I was watching it to understand how much of a point in that was of the story.
Listen, that is the only protagonist that I completely understand his motivations. Like that, like he straight up was, yeah, he's doing all this because he wants to touch her boobs, and he's honest about it.
You know what? I can feel that because, like, I touch my own boobs and they're great. Like, I can't.
Yeah.
I can see his motivation.
Yeah, I do the same thing. It's awesome. So, anyways,
Yeah, let's do a perimeter check around the building just to, and maybe look in the windows, see if we can't
okay.
get more information.
This is going to be split up. We have 2 of you can do the survival check. That is going to be seeing if there's any traps, any alarms, anything like that. And 2 of you are going to do perception checks, making sure the grounds are completely safe, unseen, nobody keeping an eye on you thus far. And you can decide which group is going to have advantage based off of which group you are asking Soft Eyes to help with.
The second option was perception. What was the first one?
Survival. One's
Yeah.
looking for any traps, alarms, something that needs to be disarmed. If you are proficient in Thieves' Tools on that one, you're going to have advantage anyways, but you're rolling Thieves' Tools. The other one is perception.
You're
Can
rolling
I
Thieves'
use
Tools
it?
instead of survival?
If you have Thieves' Tools, you are rolling that instead of survival, but if you have survival as well, you're rolling that Thieves' Tools at advantage.
Oh, okay.
Can I roll perception? I've got higher perception than survival.
Well, let us decide which group you're going to have helping.
Yeah.
Him
Oh,
helping.
sorry. I'm sorry.
You're good.
That's right. So you could be on the perception group. Ebenezer, does it matter with you? Because I don't think you're really all that great at either.
It doesn't matter. Both are the same.
I think Oddvar's like Fran. I think you're probably good at all of them.
Well, I've got good wisdom, but I'm not proficient in survival.
But you have don't you have
proficient
thieves'
in
tools,
perception.
right? Don't you have thieves' tools?
Yeah.
So you're going to be proficient regardless.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't get advantage. From
Oh, that's true. 'cause
Yeah,
you don't
yeah.
have. Yeah.
But one of the 2 groups is going to have advantage anyways.
Well, let me ask it this way: above the table, does anyone have proficiency with thieves' tools and survival? That'll help cut down a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, I thought that's.
What were you saying,
Sorry.
Holly?
I think that I do. My survival is a +4, and then I have these tools. Does that-
Yes.
does that
So that
make
means you would
sense?
get advantage. That
Oh.
means if you did search for traps, you'd get advantage.
But my perception is a +6.
I'm going to put this in a little bit of things that. So it is a +6, but you don't roll at advantage, maybe, right? And so when you roll at advantage, Tim, do you remember what the number is? It's like adding.
+5.
It's like adding a +5. So you would have +5 plus your 4. So that'd be a +9. The equivalent of a +9.
Yeah.
And to put it in
So-
perspective, I've got a +1 on both with no advantage. just so you, sometimes you don't realize how good you are, or the possibilities. So I'm just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
So which one should I roll for then?
Well, if you already have advantage on Thieves' Tools, then we can have Soft Eyes roll help the perception group.
And then we get
Okay.
advantage on both sides.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
All right, so Fran, you'll be rolling Thieves' Tools with the ability of wisdom. It should prompt you, which ability are you going to use? Wisdom, but you're rolling at advantage because you also have survival knowledge. The two tasks that you are trying to do are correlating very heavily with one another.
So I rolled a survival one though, and it.
No, you are rolling thieves' tools.
Okay, I understand.
Yes.
Okay, I get it.
And when it prompts you, you go wisdom.
And advantage.
Yep.
Okay.
Flip your sheet to advantage.
Who else is doing the survival or thieves' tool?
I'm the same score in either one, Ebenezer, and I think so are you.
I've got pretty high perception. So
I think you should do the perception, Oddvar. If Fran's doing thieves' tools, you should do perception
Yeah.
Okay.
with advantage from Soft Eyes.
And then I'll help out Fran. That seems more like.
All right, so you'll be doing a survival check.
Yeah.
And I'll be
as
doing
well.
perception.
All right.
Who has access to guidance? Just me?
Just you.
Okay. Do I want to keep that, or do we want to give that to Fran?
It only lasts a minute, so you're probably going to be stuck doing it to yourself. You're looking at the
okay,
entirety of
makes
this.
sense.
It's a
Okay,
church.
All right, yeah. All right, just clarifying.
All right, so thieves' tools / survival crew. Go ahead, roll yours.
On your mark, get set, go. 11 again. That's my. I'm just rolling tens
That is
today.
It's
your number.
average, you know. Like
Right?
that's
I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
It's just. It's better than ones all day.
Pretty good.
16. Yeah, 16 is good. All right, and now perception crew with advantage because he's helping your part.
Ooh.
55.
Odie.
8. Let's go, Nesian. You're more focused on learning from him. Yes, he is a threat. Yes, he's like dangerous to be around, but you know when to observe somebody and learn from them. So you're more focused on seeing what he is doing than your task at hand. Oddvar, with the assistance that he is giving, you are becoming much more aware of things to look out for. Snoring, that's a great one, but you can also notice like shifting of gravel and stone. Stone always makes a sound for any shoes that aren't expertly crafted like the ones you and he both wear. So you're listening for that very carefully. You're listening for the shifting of the building. Never trust the shifting. And listening to all of that, you can discern that there's absolutely somebody inside of this church right now. But it sounds like the shifting is happening not at a consistent rate, kind of like somebody turning over. So you imagine someone is sleeping in one of the pews. Now, to the other group. Ebenezer, you are no expert when it comes to survival or any of this stuff. You don't understand traps that well. I mean, you know when they happen, try not to die, but you don't know how to stop them from happening, right?
Yes. I've never set a trap.
Yeah. But you start trying to imagine what it would be like if you did set traps. And you come up with very elaborate imaginations, but luckily none of those seem to be afoot, and you are very confident there are no traps here. Fran, on the other hand, you have set up traps. And admittedly, what you're used to doing is better suited for being in the desert, or being in a jungle, a forest, anywhere that has wildlife nearby that you're trying to take advantage of their habits in order to entrap them and get what you are trying to achieve done. But in all honesty, despite what many people wish, people are very similar to animals. They have habits. They might be more elaborate, but they do have them. They have ways of protecting themselves. They might be more sophisticated, but fairly consistent. And most importantly, since you know you're dealing with sophisticated people, you know that you're looking out for specific things. One such thing is if you were to try to get through the front door, you can see that there's this woven thread around the perimeter that if it was ever pulled, adjusted, or taunted, would probably ring a bell somewhere. You could attempt to disarm that, but that is going to be a little bit of a feat. Instead, you look around the building. And since the glass panels of this building are currently missing where the tarp is, you start messing around over there. There is a location inside that a small folk could climb through missing panels if they're light enough and make it inside without triggering any traps, any alarms, and then disarm the alarm trap on the inside of the building from that side. Now, most people that would be setting up traps like this don't really account for small folk helping. Kenders are known to be unreliable in cities. Goblins are, well, ostracized in these types of places as well. These are the habits that you're taking advantage of, knowing that you could get away with this by estimating your opponent. You know what they assume, therefore you take advantage of it. And with all of this information on the table, we're going to go ahead and go on break, everybody. And when we come back, we decide how it is you guys want to sneak into the church. We'll be right back. everybody. So, you all did your investigation around. You know that you have a nice little location that you all can stay quiet in, out of sight, out of mind. And you know that there's somebody on the inside, as well as knowing a path in, but it requires one of the wee folk to achieve it. Now you all get to discuss about what it is you're going to do.
All right. Well, I could go in and disarm the trap, or you could do it, Fran. What are you thinking?
Either or, it doesn't matter to me. We can both go in together too.
Okay,
Safety in numbers.
that's not a bad idea. We just got to be quiet because there's somebody sleeping in there.
And maybe have somebody as a lookout at the window, and then everybody else kind of waiting across the street by the door or something, or ready to go in the door. I don't know.
Yeah, I wouldn't go across the street. They can just kind of wait next to the door, and then once the trap is disarmed, I can send them a message to come in.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this.
Alrighty. So, which of the two of you is going in, or both?
I think both of us are going in.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do need an acrobatics check to see how well you can climb up into that hole and squeeze your way through to drop down. This is also going to, well, okay, before you roll.
Sorry.
Damn.
You said an acrobatics check, so I was like...
I was going to say, if you're proficient in stealth, you have advantage, but okay. Like, just... All right, fine. I'll stop narrating. Go on. Roll your dice.
No, I was listening.
Acrobatics, if you have stealth, you have advantage.
Okay, so if I'm proficient in stealth, that means the red number next to it?
Yes, but you're rolling acrobatics.
Yes.
If you also have it, you'll have advantage.
So I can roll at advantage. Okay.
If you have both, yes.
Okay.
Well, you didn't need it. So, both of you wordlessly go over towards it. Everybody watches from the side as Fran stands on top of Millie's shoulders and hoists Advar up into this little crawling with the glass. And, of course, Tunisian and Ebenezer, that glass will never support the weight of a person, right? It can't, right? But then you see Advar leaning halfway in and out, reaching down for Fran, dragging her up as he's falling backwards, and what the hell? You see her climbing into the arches. She lowers Advar down to the ground as best as she can, and then Advar catches, dropping the two of you down, creating a two-man monkey chain going through the open window.
We're in.
Now, I'm not putting the other two of you on the map just yet. But I'm moving everybody over. It should be dark for... Well, oh, wait, actually. Let me leave y'all in the dark, because one of you can see the other person's character.
Yes.
All right, I believe that's Odie and Fran. Yep, it is. Perfect. And this is the pane glass window that you came through. Just ignore that there's candles in here. I couldn't find a nighttime one. As you climb through the window, descending down to the ground, you look around at this lovely, lavish, gorgeous chapel. There's a set of pews on either side that have softened cushions for the most noblest of individuals. You can see that there is a dais in the center of it that adds to a level of refinement to this location that is commendable. And you also notice that sleeping in the pews over here is an individual who rustles and moves over to the sides. Advar, you can't see shit. But Fran, on the other hand, you can see pretty decently in here. By the looks of it, the coast is clear other than that one individual, whom you will see when you begin stealthing and approaching. Now I require a stealth check from the two of you.
All right. So Simon did accompany me. He's on my shoulder, so I will be perceiving through his eyes because he can see.
Perfect.
So I'm not stumbling around in the dark. All right, stealth check.
$25 and $15 comes out to a group average of 20. The two of you can begin walking at 10 paces, 2 square intervals forward.
Fran, well, I mean, it doesn't matter, but Fran's got those high heels on. She gets 3 squares, right?
Yeah,
Magic
your
high
movement
heels.
speed is bigger. Yeah. Fran,
Just something to keep in mind.
you
Right.
get to move, while stealthing, you're moving half as fast as you usually do, right? Because you're trying to be quiet, you're being careful with your steps. Because of your high heel magic boots, you get to move faster than others. So you get to move 3 square intervals and then stop. Yeah, the high heels help you to stealth.
Can I
Or-
look at this? What, do I want to look at anything or no?
That's up to you. You see a book up there. Keep in mind, with dark vision, you see everything in shades of grays and black and white. You don't really
Okay,
see
no.
detail.
Never mind.
So we came in the back, so the doors to the building are over here then?
That is correct.
Okay.
And Fran, you see, lying in the pews, sleeping, appears to be a nun to this church.
Can I like from here? Can I kind of see a little closer to tell if she really is a nun or if she's like somebody dressed like pretending to be a nun?
Uh,
I'm
not
kind of
from this distance, you can't.
Fran is
was-
suspicious.
Yeah, on a similar vein, I want to look up at the altar and see if it looks like they're actually being used by people doing church stuff.
Okay.
Or is it kind of like dusty and like not used, like it's just a front? Like, do the candles look like they were burned earlier today, like in the way they would, or, like, or does it look kind of unused and?
Okay. So
Yeah, and I do want to look at that book. Sorry.
No problem. The two of you look at the book. Go ahead and roll me religion checks.
Yeah. Does it look like they've been doing any religion in here? $16.
Damn, y'all are decent at this. By the looks of it, yes. This is an actual tome of a god, and there are bookmarkers for various passages, sermons written down. It looks very authentic to what the two of you imagine a church would look like. Now, tell me, since both of you rolled very well, I need to hear a story from your backstory of a time that you went to a church that justifies how you know this is authentic.
Well, this one time I was traveling with this cleric, and he it was some holiday and we had to go, and so we were kind of sitting down and standing up and sitting down and standing up, and they were burning the candles, and then dude was talking, telling stories. I don't know. I wasn't paying very closely attention, but I did, and I like pull out like a Bible. I was like, I did find this in my pocket after I left.
Fran was always curious about religions, and she never really understood it because she doesn't really have a concept of higher beings. So she would sneak into the human churches and try to pass off as an altar boy to try to observe religious practices and try to understand. But eventually she'd get caught.
Okay. So, the two of you recognize it then as a worked in, not facade, type of little area here. You can be confident that there is some churchly stuff happening here in the Church of Mishakal.
All right. Yeah, let's get to the other side and let the people in.
All right. Go ahead and move your distance intervals. Advar, 10 feet. Fran, 15. Or wait, your base movement is 30? Right? Kender
Yeah.
aren't half speed. Halflings aren't half speed anymore. They're 30
Yeah,
feet.
I'm 30 and she's
Yep.
40.
Okay,
Yeah, they
then
got rid of that.
sorry, I was still thinking half. Small. Advar, you're moving at 3 steps, 15-foot intervals.
All right.
Fran, you're moving at 4 steps.
So I'm already stealthing. If I try to, like, move under these pews, am I moving even slower?
If you're stealth crawling, you're moving even slower, yes. Unfortunately, the pews aren't tall enough for you to easily walk underneath.
But this is a stone floor, right? So
It
it's
is.
not gonna have like squeaky floorboards.
No, it's a stone floor, and that's a rug.
Yeah. Might just
What
walk
is-
on the rug then.
What is this box over here by the organ? Is that a...
The box by the organ, what, right here?
Yeah.
That appears to be like a storage box that they would have in churches. It's very common for them to keep specific things, either excess tomes, regalia for whoever's working at the church, outfits for the people there, whatever they need, incense, candles. They store it localized so that they have easier access to it when they need it.
I guess I'm not close enough to Oddvar to ask him, but I kind of want to go look inside of it.
Go for it. You move your next range interval, both of you, so you get 4 squares, which puts you up to it, I think. Yep. Fran, sleight of hand, please.
Shit.
11. You go to open up the chest. Advar, from the other side of this stone chapel, you hear, "Eh?"
Shit.
You look inside. There appears to be some candles, some prayer beads, a prayer wheel. There's a little bit of incense in here as well.
Can I just take it all?
Yeah, you take out your bag, and this is going to skip one of your rounds of movement to take all of this.
That's fine.
Okay. Advar, move again.
All right.
Next round of movements. If you're going underneath the pews, Oddvar, you're going from 15 down to 5.
I only get 1 square? I thought maybe I'd get 2.
The new system, we round down for things.
Damn.
Yeah.
Is it worth seeing what's on this table by the window or no?
That's up to you.
Depends on if you see anything.
You're the looter here. That's
Okay. Yeah, I wanna go see
okay.
when it's my turn.
Oh, no, you can do the next oh, he got his extra movement. Now, one more round for both of you. Simon and Oddvar go there. Fran, you go over to the table. That is going to be 5 more candles. Sleight of hand if you're taking them all. They're attached to candlesticks. Okay. Are you taking the candlesticks as well?
No, just the candles.
Okay. Dunk, 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 dunk. You get 5 more candles. Throw them into your bag.
Okay. I think the candles would be too noisy.
Okay. Fran, you are sitting at 10 candles, 15 GP worth of fine incense, prayer beads, and a prayer wheel to, which god is this again?
You said
Mishakal.
Mishakal, yes. And are you taking the priestly robes in there as well?
No, I don't think so, because they wouldn't fit me, right?
Oh, it'd be very big on you, yeah.
I think that would just be too much for me to carry, because I don't have a bag of holding, so it's no.
Very good. Oddvar.
Thank you.
Yeah. You're skipping the next round of movement again as you're, like, popping off the slightly used candles from the candlesticks.
God, I'm like, why am I doing this and not Oddvar?
Well, we set up a passive loot system for him. He's just...
I have candles and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't want to rob the church. We already established that these are like, they're doing churchly things here, so I don't want to rob them.
Eh.
Maybe you need candles. I mean, you're the only one with dark vision. You're stealing candles.
So.
Oh, that's great.
So.
Wait, where'd that woman go?
The nun, she's still over here.
Oh,
Sleeping.
I can't. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oddvar, I need a perception check from you. Oh, wait, no, that's not how this works anymore. Sorry. One second. Whisper. Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Okay. I'm going to move the other two onto this map. Let me put your 2 tokens down. Or sorry, 3 tokens. Keep in mind, Ebenezer. Layer, token layer. And Nesian. You are outside, and church doors are legendarily thick. I would like everybody to roll me initiative at disadvantage.
Mambo number 5.
Oh, he's supposed to have advantage because... Yep, there we go. Stuthen. All right, that's 3 of you. We're missing Fran.
Oh, I thought I rolled.
No, she rolled
I don't s-
before Nesian.
I don't see her on the track.
After myself.
Oh yeah, she got a 7, but I don't see her on the thing.
Yeah, that's weird.
Then we just add you on manually. Fran with a 7.
Yep.
And you're a 16. Nesian, what's your dexterity?
I think we're both 18.
Okay.
We both have +4s.
Alrighty. Oh, and I need to go fetch his token.
If you're the same, do you have to do a roll off then?
I'll
No.
just
I
let
was
Fran
wondering-
go- I'll just let Fran go first.
it's a
She's in the
decision.
room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was wondering if there
Where's-
was like another stat that we could like be like, well, what about this one?
Can I
Just
bring
add
Millie in?
decimal points and numbers.
Yeah. I'm putting Millie over by them.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep. Player NPCs. Oh, stop
Alright,
it.
Let me see if I can. There it is.
Millie over by them, waiting as well. Alrighty. Well, Advar, unfortunately, you did not notice their stealth check as they were awoken from the creaking lifting of the looting Fran.
Shit. Sorry.
You're good. Okay, where the fuck's my fight music? There it is. Nope, that's boss music. This is not a boss. There we go. Advar. You hear quiet creaking yet again, but your mind tells you that it's Fran. Unfortunately, in this instance, your mind is, in fact, wrong. As from the other pew, a charging individual stands up, runs directly over towards you, and their first attack has advantage.
Shit.
Warhammer! Oh, I said advantage. Oh, that was close. Dirty 20.
I'm gonna have to use my shield.
You can't react to an unseen target. They were stealthing.
No, I don't get my reaction.
Nope, not against
Get
an
hit.
unseen target. So you get hit. Alrighty, that is going to be 12 points of bludgeoning damage. As the Warhammer comes flying around and slams directly into your back. You are taken aback, but immediately you turn and you see the robes of that nun falling off as you see this burly-looking tiefling painted like a nun.
This
Then-
motherfucker.
His second attack with advantage. 17. Now you can see him.
Now I can see him.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll shield that one because that's 17 is my AC. Or no, my AC's 18 now. So no, I don't need to.
All right, you move out of the way as the hammer
Armor
slams
upgrade.
down a second time. All right, Advar, your turn. Shit. The trap at the door is still armed. The door is also presumably locked, and your allies are outside. What would you like to do?
And it would. I mean, I was already looking at it. Where is the trap? Like, it's just across the door, or it's behind the door?
What? The trap is... You haven't gotten over to where the trap specifically is, but once you get over there, you might be able to find something.
Okay, I thought maybe I already had seen where.
No,
Okay.
you guys started on the other side of the room.
Yep.
And then started going under pews and looting
Okay.
in a church, a Mishakal.
Hey, I was not
I don't know this.
climbing. I wasn't climbing pews.
Yep. He's just trying to make you, the player, feel... No. No. It's funny.
Okay, well, I'll do what I usually do in this situation. So I'm gonna reach out and give him the shocking grasp.
Already. Yeah, shock him.
Give him the zap.
He no longer has any reactions. Or no, they got rid of that, didn't they?
He only it only specifies that he can't make opportunity attacks.
Okay, so he still has reactions, just no opt attacks. That's
Yeah.
good.
Huh.
And so now I am going to move away towards the door. And ask Simon, do you see where this thing is?
So he'll use his action to roll a perception check.
Yeah, hopefully he fucking sees something. That's pretty good.
He sees where the string leads over to a bell. It can be disarmed, but not on this turn.
But now I know where it is. All right.
Nezian, you said you're conceding to Fran going first? All
Yes.
right. Fran, you just put the 5th candle into your bag, and then you hear a thunk. Ah!
Oh shit, so I'm gonna run up here. I'm gonna attack with my bow.
All right, your first attack is at advantage because he was not aware of 2 people in here.
I forgot how. Oh my god, I forgot how to do this. I don't know how to do this.
So, on your character sheet,
Yeah.
I'm loading it up right now to look at it as well. There should be a longbow +1 in the center of it.
Oh, I wasn't in combat. I was in stuff. Okay, so longbow. Just click on longbow.
Longbow +1, yep. And you should toggle it to it, or when it queries, put it to advantage.
Was that the right one? No. What'd I hit?
Click the
That's-
part that says plus something attack. The yellow text to the right.
Oh, you have to.
Yeah.
Oh.
So instead of clicking on the weapon, no, you can click.
I'm not sure. I'm just not sure why it's giving all the details.
Me neither.
I think if you click on the, I'm gonna test this out.
I clicked on just the yellow that says
Yeah.
plus.
Yeah, something on your character sheet's telling it to give all the details.
That might be them because this hasn't happened for anybody else. 22
Yeah.
hits.
Okay. So now what do I hit?
Now you hit
Oh, damage.
damage in the chat box. Yep. 5. Oh, minimum damage. That should be 6 because it's a +1 bow.
Yeah. Well, she didn't click the +1 bow when she attacked.
Yeah, it's fine. 22
Yeah,
hits, 6. We're
I
good.
don't see a +1 bow.
Oh, maybe we never added it.
Which
I
which
see
sheet do you have open, Fran?
I have the Fran Mark II.
Okay, I don't think I ever finished that one.
Okay.
Open Fernando Waddle Twat and use that one. I had asked Joey to make that one because I was having a problem with your character. And then I ended up not needing it. So, yeah, open up Fernando Waddle Twat and use that one.
Okay.
We could delete the other one, Joey, so there's no confusion later. You don't have to do it now.
All right. So, Fran, that was your attack. You still have a bonus action.
Okay. I don't know what to do. Shit, I pressed something. Bonus action. I don't know what my bonus actions are. Oh, Hunter's Mark? Let's do a Hunter's Mark.
Go right ahead. He is hunterly
All right.
marked.
Okay. That's good. I think. That's all I can do?
Yeah, movement, hunter's mark, shoot. Yep, that's your turn.
All right. I'm sorry. I've been
No.
gone and I forgot how to play the game.
You're good. You're good. Now, what is the weapon mastery for longbow?
Slow. Minus 10 feet.
Yep.
Yeah, necked his ankle or something. Hamstring.
Ah! Right in the Achilles.
Oh,
Ah!
man. Everybody's got masteries.
Yeah. Most people get masteries.
Yeah.
Just not monks. And they don't need it, right, Asa?
Nope, they don't. There's a way to get it, but they don't need it. at
Yeah,
all.
they're good. Alrighty. Nesian, you hear some type of scuffle happening on the inside. What would you like to do?
Nesian, you should come with me to services sometimes.
Yeah, well, I guess right now, I'm gonna unlock the door. Well, I'm gonna try to unlock the door.
Alrighty, Thieves' Tools check.
Dex,
Yes, it is.
sleight of hand for advantage.
That is correct.
23.
Shit is unlocked.
I have no idea if they've disabled the alarm yet or not, Ebenezer.
So,
Right.
I will say, keep in mind the 4-word rule. We're still using that because I think it just helps combat a lot. I don't think anybody
Yeah.
minds that it's there. Advar, you hear the door unlocks from the other side. You might be muted.
Oh, yeah. I say, trap is still armed.
There you go. That's the 4 words. So, Nesian, what else would you like to do?
I guess I'll wait.
Alrighty, Ebenezer.
Did I hear Odie? I mean, the door is thick, and I'm not very. Okay, just making.
Oh,
just
wait, wait,
double
wait,
checking.
wait. If he's being loud, yeah, you hear him. You are more than welcome to ignore the fact that you heard him.
If he doesn't look like he acknowledges hearing it, I would have said.
Okay.
Odie says the alarm's still on. Do with that what you will.
So, quickly thinking, well, he's being loud, so when the alarm can't be much louder. I will. If I look through the keyhole, does it take an action or?
That would be rolling a perception check, yes.
I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna go ahead and look through the keyhole to see if I can see any crack in the door, any type of.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, the keyhole's a good sized keyhole. It's, back then they didn't have the little tiny keyholes.
Yep. I love in D&D we always refer to back then when it really isn't a back then, but it's a fantasy world. It's
Yeah, yeah. Back now. Back current. It is.
right. Okay, perception. Let's see if I can see through the keyhole or if I look incorrectly. 16. It should be on a disadvantage.
You look inside and you can see Advar kind of running towards the door, using a little bit of the moonlight above your head to cast inside. And you see he's bleeding through the front of his face.
Right, and then I will use my what is it called? It's my Misty Step thing without a spell slot.
Zoop. Yep.
And pop it.
Up to 30 feet. Where I place you is the distance you are, but there's a door in front of you. So you can Misty Step up to 30 feet in.
We'll go to... Oh, I don't know why I'm telling you. There. That was...
Is this
Okay.
the first time anybody's seeing this?
No,
I
he did
know
it a
I've
couple other times in combat.
done it in
Let's see.
combat, but I don't know if they would have been, completely...
I mean, it was definitely
Describe it.
surprising that he
still.
just appeared behind me.
Yeah, describe the leaving and appearing.
Yeah, there is just a tiny sound as he leaves, and just a shimmering of the air. And then when he appears, for a fraction of a second, he's almost invisible and like a greenish fade type, greenish light, and then he becomes solid. But it's really briefly. It's just poof. And now that I'm in here,
No trap triggered.
I can still move. Yeah, I still have so that's my action, my bonus action, then I'll do my movement. 5, 15. And he's still visible, right? He didn't stealth?
That is correct.
Or did he? Okay, yep.
No,
Okay.
he got shocked.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Yep,
Give
I
him
was
a
just making
zap.
sure that
Yeah.
I didn't want to
He-
break any rules.
Beat the
Okay,
shit
so-
out of your head. Just.
And yeah, that's it. I move up to him and I say, "Stand down." That's it.
He'll look at you. Stand down. And goes to swing the hammer down on top of you. Oh! Oh!
God damn!
I'll take the
Ebenezer,
17.
for the briefest of moments, yeah, I bet you would. For the briefest of moments, you see the nun face painting as he begins rearing backwards, and your heart just sinks. This is so disrespectful to this
It is.
church. Honestly, why would you ever? Oh fuck!
Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad. 13. Wait,
Oh, I can.
9 and 1. That didn't roll
1d10
the
plus
critical.
1d10. Well, it says it does say 1d10 plus 1d10.
Yeah, but didn't add his extra 3 on top of it, so that'd be
Did?
16.
He rolled a 9 and
Yeah,
a
I
1.
did.
That's 10 total.
Oh, okay. It just didn't show it in the math. That okay.
Yeah.
I'm getting used to
Yeah,
how
it
this
didn't
math
add the
looks.
plus 3 on there.
Oh,
Yeah, it
I did
doesn't
the same thing you did too.
visually
9
see
plus 1
it.
is 10, and then yeah.
Yeah.
They should add the plus 3 on there.
So the first hit, whack, right onto your head. Okay, fight mode. And then he's going to swing it again. 13?
That.
Or sorry, 6. 9. What the fuck?
Wow, Joey.
I know
I'll
maths.
pick a number. They all miss.
Yeah.
It's not even maths. You're just reading.
I know words. I words good sometimes. And then
I parry it with the greatsword.
Yes. Wait, what am I missing here? Topple! That's what I'm missing. Yes.
There's always next turn.
No. On the first hit, because he is the first of the NPCs that will have these abilities. As he hits you, I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw. DC is 13.
All right, here we go. 21.
He does not knock you prone, so nothing else changes. Instead, he is going to use his bonus action to second wind.
Well,
Okay. And Advar, your turn.
Right.
Oh, yeah, let me do.
So I'll take my action to disarm the trap.
All right, you go in there. Thieves' tools if you have sleight of hand advantage.
Oh, it didn't prompt me for advantage. I assume I'm using dexterity.
Yes. What the hell?
What just happened? I tried to roll a second time, but it didn't work.
It showed Fran's
Oh,
initiative.
try it
roll.
again.
Yeah, finally it showed up on the thing. I'll just delete that one.
$16. And I don't know if I can add guidance to that.
No, guidance is an action to cast. It does stay
Oh, yeah,
on
that's
you
right.
for a
We're-
minute, but yeah.
We're in combat, that's right.
Yep.
So yeah, 16 to
All right. You go over to the bell, you reach up inside, grabbing the little doily in there, and then snipping it where you feel the doily shake in your hand. All right, it's disarmed.
And since the door is already unlocked, can I just like open it just
Yep.
to signify that it's open?
Nesian. And Millie, the door is now unlocked and open.
And
Oh, we should move you over to where the door is, which is over there.
oh, I thought I was standing right at the door.
No, that's the archway into the chapel itself.
Oh.
Yeah.
My bad.
It's a weird map.
So yeah, door's open and that was my turn. Actual? Yeah, no, that's all I can do.
Fran! Fran might be muted or thinking.
Fran is muted.
Yeah, okay. So I would like to shoot it with my arrow.
Yeah, and I opened the door so you can see Millie if you want to like give her the hand signals to tell her what to do.
I do, but I have a plan.
Okay.
Fair
'Cause
enough.
I don't want to use her for my bonus. I want to use something else.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm using longbow plus 1 attack, clicking on the yellow. It's saying stuff. Hold on. Roll.
Ooh! 29 hits.
Okay.
For 9. Did that get the extra 1 in there? It did. Good.
Okay, and then I would like to place Entangle in a way that does not catch Ebenezer in it. So I would like to also entangle this guy.
Entangle's an action to cast.
Yeah.
Brand.
Oh, it's
not a
an
bonus.
action. Oh, I thought it was a bonus. Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
Or are you
hold
talking
on.
about ensnaring strike, the thing you like cast as a bonus onto your arrow and then shoot it at somebody?
That would lose the concentration on the hunter's mark.
Yeah, but you could capture him instead.
True.
You
I'm not
can
sure
do
if
that. You could do
thinking.
a stirring strike if you want.
You
But
would lose hunter's mark.
concentration.
I
on
would
Hunter's
lose.
Mark.
I would lose concentration on hunters. So no. Then I'll take my bonus and I'll bring Millie into it.
All right. So what do you tell Millie to do?
Millie, come on, baby, get your ass on in here.
Huh? Go ahead.
How far can she move?
Her movement is 40.
Yep.
Imagine if you
'Cause
gave
with
her the high heels.
You guys have the same.
Millie.
Oh, Millie. is in high heels.
Just on the hind legs, just high heels on the hind legs. Just
Yeah.
that's it.
Okay, tell me if I counted right. Is that right?
10, 20, 30.
10 more. 2 more squares.
Thank you.
Alrighty, she comes running on in here. Huh? Nesian.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Alright, just in range. I will chuck a dagger at him. Is this place lit?
No, it is not.
Oh, perfect. So I'll get the I'll get advantage on the first one
Let's go.
since it's not lit.
Let's go.
Where is my?
I mean,
oh, there
Also
it is.
depends on your age. This place could be lit AF, but you know that's. I heard somebody say that unironically the other day, and I felt so old.
Oh, that's what we needed.
There
It's
we
only
go.
fair. You see the hammer, and the trauma comes back, and no.
No hammers. Hammers are bad.
This is why I throw daggers now.
Exactly.
Ooh, 24 points of piercing damage. The dagger stabs right next to the man's heart.
And then I'll throw another offhand for the with just a regular one on the. Oh, this one does not have advantage. So 9.
Misses. You're so
Okay.
excited from the first hit, you throw the next one and it just flies over his head.
Well, yeah, it works. It works. Bonus action, cast Mage Hand.
All right. Your mage hand appears, flipping him off.
It does not because it's invisible.
It appears.
It flips him off. He just can't see
Yeah.
it.
Somehow he knows.
He knows.
He
somehow.
feels it. All right, Ebenezer.
Yes,
Fuck
Ebenezer
you in
is
the dust at its feet.
tempted to do something, but then he sees the muscle's name tag saying muscle on it, knows it's not the big bad guy. I'm going to attack with my great sword. Bum, bum, bum. 18
Oh, that'll
to
hit.
hit. And I'm gonna 15 damage.
Ooh, how do you want to do this, Ebenezer?
You shouldn't have done that. And then I will swing with the great sword, and I'm gonna aim for the neck down through to the shoulder.
And as you sever him down into the ground, his blood intermingles with the rug of this church being rebuilt, and he is dead.
Quickly, we need to clean up the blood. It shouldn't be here in this church.
Yeah, we can clean that up, and I'll clean up the blood and search him for clues.
All right, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Does anybody want to help me search him for clues?
Oh yeah, because I'm on the body too. Sorry. Yes, I'm helping you. I just took a little mini vacation there, so I apologize.
Can I search the organ?
His organs or like the organ music organ?
Like the organ, the music organ. I figured somebody else was already on. I thought you were on the body already.
I am, but I'm not going to dig through the small intestines. Right?
Just the large one. That's where shit settles. Wait.
Yeah, so we take care of the shit, so you don't have to.
So, yes, Fran, are you proficient in any instruments?
No, probably not. No, I am not.
Okay. Then go ahead and...
Wait, no, hold on. I'm lying. I don't want to do this because if I'm not proficient in any instruments, I'm gonna make a lot of fucking noise, and I'm gonna ruin this whole fucking thing. So no, I lied. I don't want to do this. I changed my mind.
Okay.
I
You
wanna-
do
I
what
wanna
you want
check-
to... We are
I wanna
okay
ch-
with you triggering my events, but...
I want to check the other box instead.
Very good. Out of sight of Ebenezer down here. All right, go ahead. Sleight of hand check, Fran. Ebenezer and Advar, as you were checking through the body of the muscle, you can see the nun's clothes
God.
that he is wearing were cut down the spine deliberately and like folded in with this extra cloth to make it look like it's still just the one piece. By your best estimate, you all hear something opening down there. By your best estimate, these robes belonged to an actual nun of Mishikal, and as such, they were just taken and repurposed so that he can hide in plain sight here. The face painting is honestly very good, but only if he's laying on his side as he was. As soon as he stood up, it's like Two-Face, you know?
I'm going to yell out, "Is anyone here? Quickly, we've dispatched someone. Is anyone here?"
No, I thought we were being quiet.
He killed a nun.
I thought we need to find the secret entrance to the Iron Maw. Like there's something here. that's like
Listen, they-
You,
not obvious.
you do find a long, what are the trapezoidal thin rod that is much bigger at the one end than it is at the front. You see grooves running around it all the way to the base.
I will pick it up.
Oh yeah.
He also has his hammer.
This looks like that key that we got that one time when we there was that secret door in the bathroom and we went to go get the rats, and you put it through the little hole and we got to find where this goes to.
Yes, I remember that.
Now,
So there are no obvious back rooms or other doors off
We
of
haven't looked yet.
the building.
nothing obvious. Fran, perception check. Now, let me describe the interior now that you all have a bit more livelihood here. And considering 3 of you are blind, I assume you're lighting some amount of a torch, a light, a candle, lantern.
I keep checking the standard candle holders where they typically are in the Mission Cult Church, and there's no candles there.
Yeah, weirdest thing. There's no candles here.
I don't know what.
Fran,
odd.
5 more candles. You also find a vial of holy water. Or sorry, a flask of holy water. You also find a spare religious text to Mishakal in here. And a package that is labeled donation that's already been opened.
Can I
Got
kind of investigate that package?
Oh yeah, it's already open, so you open it up. Inside, you see that there is neatly stacked coins, a total of 70 gold pieces, 40 silver, and 16 copper.
Cool.
Donations of the church. Are you taking it?
And then, oh yeah, and then, well,
She was writing it down.
Yeah, okay.
I-
Hey.
I'm taking it, and then that I'm gonna leave up to the group to decide what we do with it. But can I do one more thing with this box? Can I move it around to try to see if there's something underneath it, like a doorway or anything, or a trap door underneath it, kind of thing?
Yes,
Because
you
we're
can-
looking for an entrance to something, right?
Thieves' tools, wisdom, advantage if you have survival.
All right, sorry, what I miss?
Looting. And I haven't
I get-
described the church yet.
Oh, okay.
Are you going to light a lantern, torch, or something? Because you're blind as shit in here.
I'll cast the light spell.
There you go. Now everybody can see.
Fuck.
Go ahead and drag the light on top of you.
Oh yeah.
I said advantage, so you get one more try at that.
Yeah, I thought if I had. Okay, sorry,
You're good.
Yeah, the thieves' tools thing. It's not prompting quite the same way.
They need to adjust this for 2024 better. 19. Good. As you rustle around some of the coins, your fingers graze against something that feels weird, and when you move the coins out of the way, keep in mind, everybody, you hear a lot of coins shifting and rustling around over there. You see that there's this row of almost like saw blades sitting there. And when you touch it and sniff, there's residual poison on it. This was a trap to kill whomever received the donation.
am I at risk right now? Because
No, you're being very careful smelling it. Not
okay.
Most things like that require a cut into you.
Okay, so can I call everybody over here to show them what I found?
Absolutely. Now, allow me to describe the church finally. The Church of Mishakal stands as a beacon of hope, even in its ruined state. Its magnificence refusing to be diminished by the ravages of time or conflict. The central nave is vast, with soaring ceilings that draw the eye upwards to faded murals of Mishakal herself, her hands extended in healing, her presence serene and protective, though many of the paintings are cracked and weathered. Their essence still shines, as if her divine energy lingers within the crumbling stone. There is no light produced outside gleaming through, but with the assistance of this spell that Nesian has summoned forth, you can see the gentle patterns of blue, silver, and gold flooded through the stone floorwork itself. Glass depicting scenes of compassion and miracles. Mishakal healing the sick, aiding the wounded, and standing as a calming presence in times of war. The damage has not robbed these images of their emotional weight, and even broken, they inspire awe. As you look around this place, Nesian and Ebenezer, I would like you to recount a time that you each spent inside of a church. What were you doing there, and why does this spark that memory?
Nesian remembers as a youth his mother stuck to the religions, even though most people had abandoned them before the return of the gods in the War of the Lands. And she still went to church for I can't remember his name. What was the main god's name?
Halo? No. Sorry, wrong.
Palatine?
Palanthas, thank you. She still attended a small church to Palanthas in our hometown. And Dad never went because Dad was not a follower of Palanthas nor really cared that much about the gods, but she would drag me along with her every holy day for Mass. And I was bored to the hilt, constantly causing more trouble than it was probably worth for my mother to take me, but she felt the need.
And now Ebenezer.
Yes, Ebenezer is looking at the pictures, and a small tear forms in the corner of his eye as he plays with his wedding band, and he's reminded of how he almost died on a field of battle, and how he was later became a member of a tribe that has a very strong bond to the Blue Lady, Mishakal. That tribe has I'm not going to give too much away, but has a very special connection with Mishakal. And he became a firm and fervent supporter and worshiper of her, as was the rest of his tribe before they were gone.
Yeah.
And of course, he's been in many, many, many churches for Mishakal. But that's the memory that came to his mind.
So, as you all are beckoned over, Fran beckoned them.
Yeah, so I was going through this chest and I found a bunch of coins, and it looks like there's kind of a trap with these coins, with this donation that
Make sure that anything else in there that belongs to the church gets back to the rightful church.
I'm just gonna pass off the gold to Ebenezer. If that's okay, will you take
Yep.
the gold?
Yeah,
Okay.
and I'll take it to give to. Let me put it in my notes. Do.
Any religious leader, they're all the same. Oh, just
Is there any
Yeah, for this church.
indication as to where the donation was coming from or where it was going to? I'm trying to figure out if somebody donated this to the Church of Mishakal to poison the leaders of the church, or if someone pretending to be the church was going to donate it somewhere else to poison somebody else.
You're proficient in forgery, right?
Calligrapher's tools.
Hmm.
They got rid of. I don't know if they got rid of forgers from the background.
That
when we
is
switched over to 2024.
bullshit.
They changed it to calligraphy tools. I'm not even sure they have forgery tools anymore, do they? They might. I have no idea. The
Let's see.
or maybe it was that I used to
the old
get to
forgery
choose it.
kit.
Yeah, they might still have forgery, but I moved to Alkalite when we switched over.
Okay.
So
Insight check, Neeson.
Nope. Nat 1 with a 4.
I mean, it's here. It's listed as like a donation. It's probably for here. Hey, who knows?
Yeah, they're trying to poison a bunch of priests.
Can I try too, or no?
Yes, you can.
Nesian really only cares so much, to be honest.
By the looks of it, this was deliberately given here. Based off of the clues that have been found, your best guess is that this offering went to that nun who had her robes severed to fit him.
I relay that to the group.
Okay. And how much gold was it? 170.
It was 70 gold, 4 silver, 16 copper.
70 gold, 4D silver.
Yeah, I thought it was 40 silver.
Oh, 4D silver. Okay.
Yes. Many more
can
silvers.
Can I do one more thing?
You can?
Can I go over to the main altar and check that out to see if there's any kind of like hidden way to? I don't know if I'm on the right path trying to look for a way to get into a hidden passage or not. Tell me if I'm doing something stupid.
You can absolutely try.
Oh yeah, we described the little, key we found. We're like, we're looking for some sort of like a pinhole thing to open up. Maybe there's like a hole in the floor that'll like open it up. I want to look around at on the organ because that sounds like a good place to like put some sort of secret entrance.
Yeah, I just want to check out the main altar real quick.
Fran's doing the altar. Advar, you're doing the organ. Are you proficient in any instruments?
Instruments? No. Herbalism. But I'm looking for something that looks like the keyhole, in the side around it, and it looks like it's on some sort of a platform. Maybe like the stairs, like reverse and go into the floor or something.
Okay. Ebenezer, is there a place you would like to look? Nesian, place you'd like to look?
Yes. But I'm distracted and I'm getting worried. I'm going to go. Where's there? Which way did? Oh, there's Simon. So I'm going to move up this direction, and I want to see. I'm trying to see if I can find anyone. Signs of life, basically.
Okay. So you're checking out this nook over here?
Yep. Because I'm worried about the people that are normally here.
All right. Anesian?
I'm going to check the statues behind the altar, since Fran's already at the altar.
Alrighty. Well then, I require a perception check from each of you. Let me add a space here. Go ahead, Fran, you first. Millie can assist you if you would like.
Okay. How does Millie assist? What is that?
You get advantage.
You have advantage.
Oh,
Assist
okay.
means
Great.
advantage. Yes.
Okay.
Ooh. Nat 20, 25. No. Why does it have a green dot? I thought. Oh,
Because it's
one of
rolled
those.
with advantage. They marked that weird now.
Yeah, I forgot.
It's so
forgot.
frustrating the way they do that.
The whole box lit up green when I rolled with a crit earlier, though.
I think
But I
because
think
it
that's
was an
only on combat.
attack.
Oh,
Yeah.
only combat does
Because
it
technically you can't crit on a
on a
ability,
skill.
so
Yeah, you're right.
they're being stricter on that, which is kind of bullshit. They'll probably change it back because everyone likes to see,
Big number,
What,
good.
like,
yeah.
Alrighty. So, Nesian. Or sorry, second one was Advar. Perception check, please. Simon can help you in this.
Well, then I will accept Simon's assistance. Not bad. 21.
Now Ebenezer.
All right. 15. Ooh. No longer a 10. That's good.
Nice. And now Nesian.
I'll bring Willie out of my pocket to help me.
Let's go, Willie.
Is that a Willy in your pocket, or are you just?
It is. You're gonna have to make a new character, Ebenezer, because you're the only non-stealthy pet owner, or non-stealthy pet owner in the group now.
Oh, he's got
No,
that bearded dragon back at home. You can
I don't.
start
Yeah,
bringing that with him.
my lizard. Yep.
Oh, that's right. You do have a
bearded dragon.
lizard.
But you're right. I'm the only one without like a what are they called? Familiar. I don't have mage hand like you guys.
They just added this familiar thing to the druid in the new rules, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to start.
I played a wizard for a
right.
super long time though, so I like having an owl fucking around and help me out.
Mhm.
So, let's start with the lowest roll first. Nesian. 12.
Nesian's heart's not in it. He just doesn't care about churches.
You look at the statues. And what you notice is they took the time to rebuild these statues before rebuilding the mural, all of those streets, the orphanage. And Nesian, nobody's claiming you're somebody with a big heart, right? But you do have a heart. You do like when people are more prosperous, so it's better for you. Unfortunately, these individuals don't seem to think that way with the rebuilding. So you go over to the statue, and you kind of just start finagling with it a little bit. And you notice the mouth is malleable. And you pull it outwards, revealing inside a circle that is empty in the middle and has openings on tops, bottom, left, and right. Next, Ebenezer. Looking at this area over here, you open up the box and, God, there's no prayer beads, prayer wheels, there's no spare candles anywhere. There's wax hardened to these candlesticks, but there's no candles. It's disrespectful what they are doing here. Like a church needs candles. However, when you pick up one of the candlesticks and out of frustration drop it onto the table, you hear a hollowness in the table. You feel around the seam, and the wood on top, the marbling on top, it's not affixed. You pull as, a slab of marble fucking weighs. I don't know if any of y'all have ever tried moving marble. It is heavy. You lift it up and reveal inside that there appears to be this small little groove in the stone blockage in here. It creates a perfect circle all the way around it. But it's made for like a hollow circle of some kind. Next, we jump over to you, Oddvar. You start looking around the piano, and admittedly, you don't really know much about what you're looking at, other than this tool here looks useful, and you put it in your pocket. However, as you open up the inside of this organ, starting to look at all of the obnoxious strings that are in here, and I'm just presuming organs still have strings, because whatever. Huh. There appears to be nothing of interest in here, other than the fact that a few of these wires have different colors, like red, yellow, blue. Yeah, nothing else interesting. Lastly, we go over to you, Fran. You feel around the altar as best as you can, and eventually you find that there's a seam at the bottom of it. But this strong, large marble and stone structure is not something you imagine people can just simply move. Now, everybody, that is what your investigations have yielded. During this time, you watch as the door closes at the other end of the chamber. And you see Soft Eyes walking in.
Well, this beast here, and I point to the, with my greatsword, I'll point at the body, which is way down, but I still point in the direction of the body. Seems to have killed people that work here, ransacked the place, been stealing stuff. Horrible, horrible person.
Horrible. Well, I was just keeping a watch outside to make sure if there was another here that was sneaking away that I'd be able to spy them. Luckily, nothing. Or unluckily. I wish it was the last of them.
Do any of you have an idea about this circle? How big's the circle inside the chest that I saw?
Probably like 6 inches in diameter.
Gotta rephrase. Do any of you, there's like a circle in here, some type of 6-inch diameter. Come look and see if any of you, it seems like it might be able to do something.
Is it like an indent in it? I'll go look.
You go
Yeah,
over
can you
and
take it out?
It's an indent in there, yeah.
Because I found something weird inside this statue, too. There's like a slot, like a circle with some dots around it.
Would this fit it? And I pull out the.
Well, no, that's embedded in the stone slab.
No,
where
I
you're
mean
at.
the trapezoidal runic thing. I pull it out. Would that fit in the statue?
Would it?
Yeah, and this.
Oh, go ahead, Fred.
I'm sorry. Yeah, and this altar seems to have a seam at the bottom of it. I think that we can move it if we all push it together.
Right. Chest, statue, altar. Let's check in that order.
So what's this trapezoid thing you've got, Ebenezer?
Oh, it's got some runes on it. It's about this. Here, look.
Like a
It's-
long
I'll take
key
a look at
rod
it.
thing.
Oh, you had walked out of the. I think you were gone. It's very similar to. Well, I don't know about very similar. It reminded us of the key that was used in the bathroom when we had to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Does it look to me like it would fit either the statue slot or the one in the chest?
It looks like it would fit the circle that you have, Nesian.
Can I try that?
Yeah, you try. Okay, you have to put it into the biggest one, easiest. Then it fits in the smallest one at the one end, and it like locks perfectly in place. But now when you do that, it kind of adjusts the circle, so it's like instead of being flat, now it's like lifted on 2 ends slightly. So now the other end needs a rod to go through that somewhere.
In my mind, I'm hearing. as it like winds up to explode. But...
We need another one.
I guess I'll check the other statue.
All right, go ahead. Perception check, Advar.
Come on, Simon, let's find.
26. Go over to the other statue, start looking around, and when you start feeling around the statue, you notice that the hands are shaped like they're meant to be grasping something, but there's nothing there.
A lot of
Can I
these
just-
things have items that need to be like placed in them, you know? Like you got the indent over here, these hands. This is weird.
Can I go search the pews?
You can search the pews. Perception check.
I am not proficient in religion. I'll let you do Fran, and then I'll finish my thing.
Looking through the pews, you find where he was sleeping. There's a flask of flammable alcohol that now you have, but nothing else as far as clues over there.
I know I'm not proficient in religion, but would I don't know, by any chance, I've been in many a church of Mishkal, and the statues here, would they be similar to statues that I've seen in the past, and would I recognize what might be missing from held out hands, or I don't know.
I would allow a history over a religion check just to see if memory triggers it. The DC is slightly higher because religion would more accurately tell you.
Nope.
2. I mean, it could be a bowl, it could be a coffer, it could be a flower, it could be a flower pot. You just don't.
We
Mr.
didn't
Cole
have
could hold
shadow-
anything.
Yeah, we didn't really have statues where our tribe was, but a couple, but not like these. We still have that chest in the organ to look at too.
Organs? You said organs?
No, the musical, and I'll walk over to the organ.
Oh! The piano, yes.
Yes. And I am proficient in. I'm a musician background.
Musician background, so you do have an instrument proficiency.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, roll that instrument. I'm not sure if you even have the option to do that anymore, Ebenezer. If you're proficient in performance, you have advantage.
Okay, I will do that.
And yeah, I'll let you know what I found. It'll probably make more sense to you. Like there's different color strings or something.
Dun, 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 bum. And boom. Dirty 20.
The strings are colored differently. It's specific keys. Now, there's a set of keys that are referred to as the royal keys. They are the ones that, for instruments like this, when you press them in a sequence, no matter what sequence you push them in, out of the 3 of them, it creates a noble, regal sound. Boo, 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 boo. No matter which way you push those 3 keys, it will produce that. And it seems like those 3 keys are the ones like this.
Interesting. And I noticed these 3 keys, the royal keys, and then, oh, interesting. And I'm going to continue to play, and I will look at what's going on and just continue to see if I can crack this code while I'm here.
Very well. Continuing to look at the instrument, there's nothing else that seems off about it other than the fact that it's built into the stonework, which is usually these are placed on the stonework and then the piping is built around it. This is built into the stonework. That's weird. It's
that is very
suspicious
interesting.
even.
Very, very interesting. Fran, you see how this is made here. Normally, it's not set in like this. You usually build it, and I will say the same thing to Fran out loud for anyone to listen, but I'm telling Fran.
So I was typing something. Can you please repeat that?
Yeah, I was basically normally these organs are set down and then the piping is built around, but here the piping was it was built specifically where it was supposed to be at in the wrong order. I can't. My mouth is not saying it right, but
Oh.
he's just saying it out loud to you because he does like to occasionally address you and
Oh, I'm sorry.
good
I
one.
wasn't sorry. I'm thinking of something. So I wonder why they would have built it backwards like that. That doesn't make any sense.
I don't know. It's interesting though.
Yeah.
Maybe you should try playing those special keys and something will happen.
Yes, we can try that, and I will. Don't forget, we still have to check out that recess inside the chest that I showed you, Nazian.
Oh yeah. That doesn't look like maybe it fits like the back half of that same key that we have, or anything.
What does?
The indent in the
Chest.
Before you put the trapezoidal rod through, it would have fit perfectly in there. But now that the trapezoidal rod's in there, it's not going to fit because it like moved it slightly. Now it's more oblong.
I think I'm confused.
So
'Cause I thought the chest
perfect
was
circle.
indented, right?
That is the object you have. It's an indent of a perfect circle in the
Okay.
chest. When you put the rod through the perfect circle that was flat, it is now no longer flat. The side that has the rod in is pushed upwards, while the other sides are where the flat side was. So it's more almost bowl-shaped now.
Okay. And this is inside the chest.
No, this
Or
is
just
the
inside-
object that you found in the mouth,
Oh.
Nesian.
Oh, it was an object I found in the mouth.
Yeah, you found a circular object.
I thought I found another indent inside the mouth.
No,
Yeah, I
you
thought
found an
that
object.
was-
I apologize if I...
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So the thing in the statue looks to be half the trigger for the indent in the chest.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
And above the table, Ebenezer saw the indent, and then you mentioned the statue, and so rather than trying out the indent in the chest, it's like, oh, well, here, try this on the statue. You got distracted.
I thought there were
Rather
two
than-
indents.
Out of character, you guys, I looted a wheel, a prayer wheel that either goes in the hands or probably in the chest. It's the circle.
Oh, go try it in the hands.
Oh,
But
yes.
I'm
It's good that
thinking.
you
I'm
found it.
thinking now the chest might be okay. Yeah. Either way, wherever you want to try it.
Try the hands first.
And by the way, Fran, not to, I hate to do this, but I don't want you to get into any situations. It's referred to as found, not looted. When you stumble upon an object that you don't, it's called you found it. It's not looted. Is something completely different. It's when you would like take something and not want anyone to know, or like you kill something and you take it and not want anyone to know. I didn't mean to correct your common language, but just wanted to make sure you were clear.
Hey, hate the game, not the player.
He doesn't know you're stealing.
Yeah. He's assuming the best in you.
He's assuming a lot.
Yup.
The fucking goblin. What do you? That?
He's
So,
always assumed the best of you from the
You
beginning.
take
pretty
out the
much.
prayer wheel and you put it inside of the hands, and it fits perfectly in those hands, Fran. And as soon as you do, you notice that the bottom of the statue, there's like a decompressed sound. You look down and you pull out a false drawer that has another trapezoidal rod.
Here, Nesian, why don't you use this until you find what you're looking for?
Dad, I'm gonna take that rod. I'll try that on the test with what we've already got started.
Yep. You put it through the circle, and it flattens out yet again to a perfectly flat circle. but now it has a cross through it.
Did you find anything else, Fran, while you were in here without us that might be helpful?
Like, I got some prayer beads, but I mean, there were
Oh, I'm
also
so
some
glad that you
ropes.
found those. Yes.
Yeah.
Didn't you say
yeah.
there's a groove in the bottom of the altar? Maybe the beads go in the groove.
Maybe. There were also some. Oh, you know what? There was also some robes in there. I probably should have checked them robes.
So glad you decided to keep things safe until the church pushed
Yeah, I
out
was
return.
just holding on to them till their rightful owner came by. So I was doing.
And I've got a low perception, so.
Yep. Admittedly, Fran has been the most innocent in the party, other than Millie.
I did try to shoot that guy that was like crippled in the fucking wagon and I missed.
Okay. With all this knowledge of Fran finding things in here, I'm going to make a quick assessment and to make sure that there isn't any place that Fran hasn't found things in yet that we haven't checked yet.
I wanted to.
You
I
double
wanted
check.
to search the.
Go on, Fran.
I wanted to search all the pillars just to make sure there wasn't anything hiding in nooks and crannies around the pillars, because that's about the only thing that I haven't searched.
Okay.
I just want she searched all the end tables and everything else that's in here by now, right? I just want to make sure we're not missing any places to search.
Yeah. You look around and there's nothing else worth searching. It's just the piano piece, that circle in the chest piece, and then the table having a seam, or the altar having a seam. That's it.
Oh, and we still need to move the altar. I forgot. I got distracted.
I'm assuming something will eventually trigger that will move the altar, is my thought. But
I'm thinking it's the wires in the thing. If we play the right notes, the wires in the thing are going to trigger the altar. The only other thing that I can think of, the last thing to check, is to roll back the rug to see if there's anything underneath the rug. It's the only other thing that I think of to check. But that might be overkill at this point.
Rugs can be helpful tools in cleaning up any dead bodies.
Nah.
Oh,
A lot of effort.
Odvar, you seem to have your. And I'll pull out a healing kit, and as I noticed a little bit of blood or whatever. And you're a D what?
D8.
Aw. 2 plus 2 is 4 points of
All right.
healing.
2 plus 2 is 4.
How down are you now?
Well,
I
I'm down 8 more.
Do you want me to do another kit on you? If you have any hit die left. If not, it'll just add plus 2.
Yeah,
But
I
it's okay.
have. I have hit die left.
Bum, bum, bum. Ooh, that's better. 6. Oh, wait. The first one is 4, yeah, and then the second
Yeah.
one is 8, yeah.
So that
Nice.
puts me to max.
Woo!
Cause yeah, I took a.
You pulled an easy and you took a hammer to the head.
Yeah, the hammer hit me for 8. It was, or a dozen. I was like, oh.
Alrighty.
Once we find this entrance to the, underside.
Soft eyes. So what do we think? Clearly some type of puzzle that opens and does things. You're sure there's no reason to paint the organ strings?
No, there shouldn't be. I don't know why they would do that. Here, let me play a little tune and
Is there like a hymn of Mishakal that uses those notes?
Yeah, is there sheet music on the organ already?
No sheet music on the organ. However, you did say that you were going to check the robes. There was sheet music in the robes.
Okay, so Can I go grab that real quick?
Yep. You place it down in front of Ebenezer.
Oh, perfect. Here we go. I'm going to assume a performance check.
Yeah, it starts sound. Yeah, it is a performance check. Let's see if you do better than chopsticks. And if you're proficient in religion, you have advantage.
13.
13.
No, you have advantage. Or no, you're
He's
not
not proficient in religion.
No.
Yeah.
Clerics very seldomly are.
Barnabas is.
Yes. I said seldom. 13. You start playing the sheet music as best as you can, and you notice it doesn't play the royal keys at all. Those keys are specifically missing, but the song sounds wrong without them. It's like the sheet music was rewritten to take those specific keys out. So then you ding ding ding, ding doo ding, doo ding doo. And when you do doo ding doo, you hear a noise behind you, Ebenezer, over by the stone slab.
Oh.
I keep playing.
I'll go over
Check
there.
it out.
Okay.
And then when I see Nesian move, oh.
You head over there, and you see that now there's a cross section inside of that circle indent.
So now it's a circle with a cross indent, and we've got a circle with a cross over here. We should bring it over and put it in there.
Yes, let's try.
You place it in, and it fits like a glove. But nothing happens.
Okay, try and like turn it or something.
Ah, sleight of hand, Neeson. $20. Towards the thicker sides of the rods that cut through, you can get your fingers into the grooves to touch it. And when you do that with index and middles, and everybody else is looking at him very strangely as he starts twisting it, and as it twists like that, you hear the grinding sound of the altar start to move. You stop twisting, and it begins to go back to its other state, and the altar begins going back.
Somebody has to hold it?
Well, it would appear that somebody has to hold it.
All right.
If you would like, Nesian, I can stay here and hold it while you go down with your new friend.
I volunteer to hold it for all of you. As you are a much more capable group as a whole than divided. We'll consider it a trust-building exercise.
Well, I figure you'll be able to get down there.
Perhaps, but I can just keep it open for all of you. 19.
Yeah.
Ebenezer, he has had ample opportunity to separate or ambush you guys up until now. He has not taken them. He's testing the waters to see how much trust he has from all of you.
I still don't trust him. All right. Yes. Maybe it is good that you hold it open and the four of us stay together. Five of us.
5, yes.
7.
Oh yes.
Kill
Really,
everybody's pets, not just Billy.
He looks down at the rat wearing a cape. Oh,
Justice for all pets.
I thought that was a snack for Millie.
No, Millie's not allowed to eat Willie.
So, owlbears don't eat rats?
Oh,
Albert's
yeah, they do.
just not this rat.
Ah,
It has the cape. Yes.
very well. Well then, I'll hold it open for all of you, and...
Alright, guys, let's do this.
We'll all head down.
Are you feeling alright, Ebenezer? Do you need...
You know what? I'm gonna get
Well,
myself a
healing.
healing kit before we go down.
That guy's hammer, dude. It gets you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it hurts.
Damn, that's a good one. You save all the best healing for yourself.
Of course. Right? It's like on a plane, right? If something happens, you put the mask on yourself first.
Yeah.
That's right. Let's get ready to go down into the.
All
I'll
right.
go down.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, who wants to go first?
I can go in front as long as we have some sort of light source.
I will cast light on like a copper piece, and then I will grab it with a mage hand, and I will float it down next to Ebenezer with mage hand.
Ebenezer, there's this invisible light just following you. Mystical guides.
I'll make it
Nice,
light
nice.
blue just to.
Ooh,
I can
nice.
make light any color I want, so I'm just gonna make it blue with Ebenezer.
Just strobe
Perfect.
lighting it.
Just gonna make it a disco ball.
Well, I've got a scroll case. What if you put put it in the scroll case? You make a flashlight.
Geniuses! Is that
Yeah,
how
well-
flashlights work?
I don't know. It's a
Probably
light that
from
shoots
this
out one end.
standpoint,
Yeah.
you jam a copper coin into it and light
Yeah.
the copper coin. It probably almost would kind of work like a flashlight.
Yeah.
Oh my god, we invented the flashlight.
Horrifying. You mean the bullseye lantern, right? Like just.
Yeah, it'd basically be the equivalent of a bullseye lantern, only with magic instead of.
Yeah.
It just sounds cooler.
Yeah. Alrighty. So, as all of you begin descending down into the tunnels, you begin to see this hollowed out area. There are grooves on the walls that have no meaning to you whatsoever, Ebenezer, but Fran and Nesian. Thieves' Cant directions. Refugees. Find safety and shelter this way. These tunnels were utilized in the evacuation of the people
Mhm.
when the Red Wing attacked.
Al had told us about how she had been evacuated with other people, and her nephew as well.
No, he was.
Or no,
out
not
of
the
the
nephew. Nephew was out attacking, but she was She was part of the people. They evacuated her, and then she came back, and so this is part of that.
Sounds good, Odie. As you begin following that track, you find that there's a deviated path that it does not follow. And when you get stuck here for a second, you recall your maps, opening them up, and you start heading the direction that leads from this location somewhere else that the other entrances into the Iron Mall would lead. You begin walking through these tunnels, mostly aimlessly, until inevitably you come across an open gap. This 10-foot path drops down to an unseen location far below. You look upwards, and there appears to be some type of drain up above your head from the streets of the city. You've been walking at a slight decline, not realizing it. And when you look to the other side of the gap with your flashlight, 10 feet across, you can see this iron mouth of a dragon sitting there, with an archway leading further inside.
Man. Are we all ready for this? Looks like we're really going into the belly of the
Iron-
beast.
Into the
We're
iron
ready
wall.
for this.
But I figured the final leader is going to be down in here, the cloaked one.
Probably.
That's the one they keep talking about.
I mean, that's the goal, is to find this person. I don't know that searching anywhere else is going to do us any good. I mean, we can always search afterwards to find out what they were beyond. But the more time we spend, the more likely they catch on to us.
Yeah. All
I
right.
think we need to continue on here. The church is in danger.
Yes, the church.
So, with the 10-foot gap, each of you needs a running start to cross over it. But none of you have a 7 strength, correct?
I don't have a 7.
No, I have an 8. Thank you very much.
I think me and Fran are both at 10.
Well, then each of you jumps over and on far as you leap across, you land on the edge of the teeth, and everybody has to drag you in.
Oh my.
But now you have entered into the Iron Maw. Leaping back to safety from this side seems challenging, with the design of the teeth trying to leave through the mouth to get to the other location. There's a lot of room for failure, meaning to try to get out of this maw is going to be a feat. But luckily,
Maybe we should have left a rope.
what you are looking for is deeper inside. And I think this is a good stopping place for the session, y'all. Players, thank you all very much for playing. Viewers, thank you for watching. We'll see you next week. Goodbye.